CTV News at 11:30 with Ian Campbell and Rick Wyman with weather.
Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Ian is off tonight. We begin in North Bay, where we're learning more about an active gunfire incident last week. Today, investigators revealing they seized more than 20 weapons from a home. Police were called to the area after reports of gunfire at a home on Cedar Heights Road. According to officials, an estimated 30 to 40 rounds were fired around 9:45 p.m. Friday. The accused surrendered themselves to police. Officers searched the home the following day, seizing 13 conventional firearms, 7 air guns, and a crossbow. Police say they also seized more than 10,000 rounds of various ammunition. The 59-year-old man arrested in this incident is believed to be the only person involved. The long weekend brought traffic up north, but with extra drivers on the road, OPP were monitoring even more. CTV's Madison Marier reports.
This civic long weekend, 520 charges were laid in the Northeast, about 91% of which were for speeding.
We had a total of 477 speeding charges over the past long weekend.
People speed not only because of their own driving behavior, but because of how our roads are built. Our vehicles are built to go fast. Our culture has made speeding feel normal. So I think if we want to slow people down, we really have to make safe speed the new normal.
Of the speeding charges, the OPP's North Bay detachment laid 4 stunt driving charges in just 2 days.
3 were related to speed and 1 was related to performing a burnout. The top speed that we saw was Highway 11 in the Powassan area, where one of our traffic officers stopped a vehicle traveling at 181 kilometers an hour in hundreds.
The next most common infraction was impaired driving, and the Northeast region made up around 15% of the 188 provincial charges.
So we're recommending no alcohol whatsoever and no drugs whatsoever, whether they're legalized drug or medication or illegal consumption of drugs.
2 distracted charges were laid, 1 move over charge, and 11 seatbelt charges were also laid.
Make sure you're buckled in, and it takes seconds to buckle up, and could potentially save you from having serious injuries or possibly dying.
The OPP thanked everyone who drove safely this long weekend and are reminding people to continue driving safely on northern roads. Madison Marier, CTV News, Sudbury.
Northeastern Public Health says an American crow has tested positive for West Nile virus within its catchment area. The media release did not disclose where the bird was found. West Nile spreads through mosquitoes, and most people will never have symptoms. Some could experience fever, headache, body aches, mild rash, and swollen glands. The last infected bird was reported in 2024. An AI data center coming to Sault Ste. Marie is drawing concern from some residents. However, as CTV's Corey Nordstrom tells us, the city's mayor believes the impacts are smaller than many believe, and it'll bring up to 1,000 jobs to the community.
This is a job-creating opportunity at a time when we need job creation.
In December, City Council approved plans for an AI data center to be built in the city's West End that would bring 1,000 jobs with it. Recently, an online petition emerged calling into question the possible negative impacts of the data center. The petition's creator did not respond to an interview request, however, did pose a number of questions they want answered on the data center. They relate to the way the facility is being cooled, the amount of fresh water used, how loud the facility will be for neighbors, and the building's impact on the environment.
The water use, similar to a 150-unit hotel, and power use similar to what the hospital draws. So it is not a major hypersonic, I think they call them, data center that draws all kinds of water, that has significant impact on the environment.
Shoemaker also adds that the building's neighbors are heavy industrial businesses. Until now, he notes that the site sat vacant.
It has historically not generated any revenue for the community because city-owned property does not pay taxes. And so this will be not just a job creator, but a revenue generator.
The project is being undertaken by cybersecurity company Protexa and Missinaibi Cree Business LP. Officials did not respond to media inquiries. In talking about opposition to the project, the mayor notes that some people are fundamentally opposed to all AI data centers, regardless of size.
It's here to stay. People are using it. If people weren't using it, they wouldn't be required to build, additional capacity for people to draw on its services.
A Missinaibi Cree Business LP media release stated that a phased approach could see the project begin in either 2028 or 2029. Corey Nordstrom, CTV News, Sault Ste. Marie.
Like the Sioux, many municipalities are pushing back against AI data centers. The Green Party is calling on the province to put a freeze on new centers until better safeguards are in place. CTV's Siobhan Morris has that story.
They've sparked intense debate in Hamilton, Toronto.
How much electricity will it consume? Can the grid support it?
Worries about AI data centers have taken hold in Mississauga, Strathroy-Caradoc.
It's too wide open. There's a lot of unknowns.
In the nation's capital, the CEO of Hydro Ottawa says pressure from big energy users, including data centers, is putting the grid under strain.
We are being asked to build in support in the next 2 to 3 years what has taken us the better part of 110 years to build.
Ontario's Green Party wants a province-wide moratorium on development of data centers.
The Ford government has failed to bring in a regulatory framework, which has left municipalities on the hook to try to develop it themselves.
There's concern about how much water data centers can soak up.
This matters because the water used to cool the computing systems housed in these facilities often comes from the same municipal systems that supply our homes, our schools, our hospitals, and local businesses.
Infrastructure that would need to be changed to accommodate new, bigger neighbors.
In return, we will get the possibility of noise, water pollution, loss of jobs, as well as our personal data weaponized against us.
Campaigning in Hamilton, where a data center pause was shot down.
I could support a moratorium, but I think, again, the most important piece of this is that communities have a voice.
On that last point, Ontario's Minister of Energy agrees.
The community's got to have a role. There's got to be benefit for the community. There's got to be 100% of the power cost paid by the company.
A spokesperson for the Minister of Economic Development says they'll continue to work with municipalities, communities, and companies as they finalize their digital infrastructure framework. But he couldn't say when it might come online.
Many of them are being built.
The Green Party accuses the government of dragging its feet.
If we don't do it now, then the horse will have left the barn, the train will have left the station, and it'll be too late to act.
Siobhan Morris, CTV News.
The Ontario government is chipping in just shy of $5 million to help Temiskaming Shores add flex and on-demand options for its transit service.
We're looking at expanding, transit as far as Englehart to the north, Temagami in the south, out to Elk Lake in the west, and to the Quebec border on the east. So it's a big area, and supporting those communities in between.
The money from the Ontario Transit Investment Fund will help connect 12 municipalities, including Temiskaming Shores and one First Nation via bus service. It's time now for a short break here on CTV News. Coming up, we'll have your full weather forecast. But for now, a look at the current conditions around the region. Still pretty mild out there. Clear skies across the board. A beautiful night across the northeast. 18 degrees in Sudbury, 20 in Kapuskasing. That's the warm spot there. Your full forecast is coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. Now your main weather. Let's start as usual with our forecast radar. Clear skies overnight, and then tomorrow not all that bad, but things are going to become a little more cloudy, especially in through Kapuskasing, some rain, risk of thunderstorms, and then even more unsettled as we head into Saturday, especially early in the morning. Increasing cloud cover, showers off and on. Then we start to get a little bit of clearing. Here's your 7-day weather forecast, starting with Sudbury, Nickelbell. Tomorrow mostly sunny, then clouding over a little bit more in the afternoon and evening. Come the weekend, you can expect showers off and on during the day. Monday, a little more sunshine, but still there is a chance of rain. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, oof, yeah, not all that nice. Plenty of rain out there. And it's been dry though, folks. We need it. In through Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, mostly cloudy in the afternoon. And then after that, well, we should start to see a little clearing. But come Saturday, increasing cloud cover, a chance of rain. That spills over into Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, though, 22 degrees when it really should be 24 as a daytime high. Heading on over now to Timmins, Cochrane, and Kapuskasing. Beautiful day in store, 29 degrees. With the humidity, it'll feel more like 31, 32. So beautiful summer day in store. So savor that, because come Saturday and Sunday, you'll get plenty of rain. And in fact, it'll be sun, cloud, and showers in through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. A little cooler on Thursday, 19 when it should be 24. For Temiskaming Shores and Kirkland Lake, mostly sunny, 28 degrees, beautiful day. And then after that, the temperature starts to drop. However, expect increasing cloud cover along with showers. That carries over. We should get a little bit of sunshine in through Monday and Tuesday, a little bit more. But on Wednesday, Thursday, it's back to the clouds and showers, and also cooling off just a little bit. And finally, folks, your 7-day weather forecast for North Bay, West Nipissing. Tomorrow, sun, cloud, and afternoon shower activity into the evening, and that carries over into the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Well, Sunday, Monday, you'll start to see a little bit more sunshine. Temperature is near normal, should be 24 degrees, spot on Tuesday. Then we shall see more rain Wednesday, Thursday. So not all that great of a weather forecast. Amanda Hicks, it's back over to you.
Thanks for that, Tony. Fire crews across Northern Ontario are still hard at work battling more than 150 wildfires. The most recent update from the province shows there were 3 new fires confirmed in the Northwest as of yesterday evening, for a total of 114. 17 blazes were considered out of control. There were no new wildland fires in the Northeast on Wednesday, but 42 were still burning, with one considered not under control. And those wildfires continue to force families and animals out of the region. To help with the influx, rescues are giving cats and dogs a second chance. But as CTV's Colton Weens tells us, it's been a struggle to keep up.
I love this particular rescue that I'm working with, and this was a cause that spoke to me. And how could I say no?
This is Aurora, about 5 weeks old and currently being fostered by Stephanie Mealy in Kitchener.
She's fantastic. She's a very sweet girl, and she's very social.
She's just one of the many animals brought to the care of Northern Connection Dog Rescue around Brantford as wildfires up north keep pushing animals out.
About 2 weeks ago, it was all very quick. We found out what was going on, and then within a few days, we had planned to take some dogs out.
The evacuations and the fires have certainly created more of a crisis situation right now.
Liz Sauer with New Caller Collective has also been helping take animals in. She says local groups around Thunder Bay are fostering pets so they can be returned to their families when possible, while strays and surrendered animals have come south.
We took in about 70 animals this week. Not us ourselves, it was a group of 16 rescues, and then 2 weeks ago 110 animals came down. That went to about 19 rescues. So we don't typically see a transport every 2 weeks. Usually it's sort of every month. So there is certainly an increase.
A lack of access to spay and neutering in the north has always been an issue for overpopulation, which Sauer says hasn't helped in these trying times. But while these rescues do rely heavily on donations and help, the amount of people wanting to get involved has also increased.
We're really seeing it. We're seeing people step up to foster who hadn't really considered it before, or asking how they can help. So it's been really rewarding to see the community step up.
As for Aurora, she'll be staying in Southern Ontario going forward, thanks to the loving care of the agencies helping in the province.
Mealy hasn't decided whether she's going to keep Aurora or put her up for adoption, but if she is put up for adoption, it'll be in about 2.5 weeks, and Mealy will also be the one deciding where she goes. Colton Weens, CTV News, Kitchener.
A firefighting tradition took center stage in Lively tonight as Greater Sudbury Fire Services welcomed a brand new engine to its fleet. Crews gathered at Station 6 for a traditional push-in ceremony, manually rolling the new apparatus into its bay. Firefighters say the truck brings advanced capabilities and modern safety features to better serve the area.
Fantastic. It's an investment unlike we've seen in years. Our other engine was getting a bit aged. So this has like the latest technology, even things like touch panels to control water and pressures and all these things, like modern technologies that keep us safe. And so the crew is very excited, as you can see.
England adds a new truck has been in the making for at least 15 years. They were all smiles in Matheson today as mining giant Agnico Eagle donated $100,000. The money will be used towards the renovation of the Bingham Memorial Hospital's medical clinic. Hospital representatives, Agnico, and township officials were all on hand for today's presentation. Mayor Diamond says this means a lot.
It's been a lot of networking. It's been a lot of discussions with corporations, and a corporation like Agnico Eagle, we can only be very thankful that they're being a partner within our community and helping us grow, grow as a community, grow as a relationship between the two of us.
Diamond adds the community has many Agnico Eagle employees who call Black River Matheson home. The video of a touching tribute for an Elliott Lake father who recently passed away has gone viral. CTV's Angela Gemmell has their story.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause
Three of Ryan LaCour's daughters sang at his funeral last month. One of the songs had a special memory for the family.
Saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill.
I had sung the song to my children as a lullaby when they were younger. They started learning it and singing it together throughout the years, and it's just always been a placeholder in our family choir.
It was definitely hard, but it was nice to perform for him last time.
Ryan LaCour passed away suddenly July 18th at the age of 43, leaving behind his wife Monica and their 6 children.
Everything he did was to spend time with his family. So it's left a big hole in our lives.
The family lives in Elliott Lake, but Ryan grew up in the North Bay area. Monica says Ryan tried to foster his children's various talents and had encouraged the musical pursuits of his daughters Emma, Robin, and Nora, who have a band called Endican.
It was his favorite thing, listening to us perform. The day after the funeral, we had a concert that had been booked for a few months. And so we played there because if he could talk to us, he would tell us not to cancel it.
After the funeral, the girls' aunt edited together the 2 musical performances of Landslide and sent it to Monica for comfort.
Oh, can I feel through changing emotions? Can I handle the seasons of my life?
Within 24 hours of it being posted to Monica's TikTok account, the video had more than 1 million views. The family calls the outpouring overwhelming.
I'm just so grateful for everyone else's heartfelt outpouring, all the messages of encouragement and sympathy, and letting the girls know, keep going. Your music is really touching a lot of people's lives.
Angela Gemmell, CTV News, Sudbury.
What a beautiful story. The headliners officially take the stage for her Northern Voice Festival starting tomorrow, bringing some of the biggest names in Canadian music to Sudbury. Among the star-studded lineup is multi-Juno Award-winning singer-songwriter Chantal Kreviazuk. Kreviazuk has been shaping Canadian music for over 2 decades. She says her biggest piece of advice for female artists is to stay true to yourself.
Often when people ask women to get up at a microphone, I think they feel they have to be evocative and they have to maybe transform into something that is not authentic to them. If that's authentic to you, that's fine. But just make sure that you are being, really honest and truthful in your choices, truthful toward yourself and honoring who you are and what makes you feel not just comfortable, but that makes you feel empowered and makes you feel like a leader. You know, talk to yourself 30 years down the line and ask yourself, like, is that the leader I want to be? Because that's who you're going to become.
Kreviazuk will close out the festival on Sunday. Also, in honor of the festival, Sudbury's Water Tower will be lit up in pink throughout the weekend. Still ahead tonight on CTV News. It's energy efficient, covered in earth, and about to be listed on the market. Details after the break. A unique residential home is hitting the real estate market soon in Sudbury. CTV's Elena Everson explains.
This dome home covered with earth is located on 30 acres and will be hitting the market soon.
All this is Northern Ontario's, as far as we know, only dome home. We understand there may be one in Southern Ontario. I think maybe there's one toward Ottawa, but this is the only one in Northern Ontario. So, I mean, extremely unique anywhere you go. I've never seen anything like it.
86-year-old Emily Vinsky lives in the home with her 18-year-old cat, Athena. She built it with her husband, Tom, in 2009, and he passed away in 2013. She calls it a labor of love, but now it's time to downsize.
I just love it, yes. We did it, and I think it's a statement that has an impact on our environment.
The earth covering the home is an insulator.
It doesn't take as much energy to heat it in the winter, and in the summer, as you can see, I have the windows open in order for the heat to come in, and I even blow the heat in, and that's why it was our ancestors that discovered root cellars, and this is just a giant root cellar.
Vinsky says she did research for 2 years before the build and feels everyone has a responsibility to help the environment.
Things that are going on in the world today with all the fires and everything, we all have to learn to do something that's going to have an impact on settling the environment.
The dome home is expected to hit the real estate market sometime next week, with the owner and realtor still finalizing the price. Elena Everson, CTV News, Chelmsford.
A few furry felines have arrested the hearts of some OPP. Last Tuesday, a member of their forensics team in North Bay discovered a mother cat and her 6 5-day-old kitten seeking shelter underneath an OPP cruiser. PAWS, the Humane Society, and Pet Safe helped safely remove the family over 2 days. All 7 are reported to be in good health and will soon be available for adoption. Finally for us tonight, a Toronto subway operator known for his cheerful messages has gone viral. CTV's Beth McDonnell reports.
Now, I don't know what the technical term for this is, but what you're looking at is a beautiful day.
This is the voice of Uncle Croffy.
Listen to me when I say every little thing will be okay.
For the past 3 months, his quirky, insightful, and delightful announcements have been bringing joy to riders.
Very sweet. It made my day. I have to go into work, so I was very nervous because it's a new job, but it made me very happy.
It's beautiful. I think it's inspirational for me.
Now this is Uncle Croffy in the flesh. His name is Alex Crawford. He's a TTC operator who had been thinking of a way to make the job more enjoyable.
I thought, well, I have a microphone right here. Maybe people will be interested and happy to hear that somebody is wishing them a good day.
Your Uncle Croffy wrote a haiku. It's entitled Yorkville.
But aside from the fun, there's a serious side behind what led to Crawford's proclamations. After overcoming a relapse with alcohol, he returned to work. The announcements employ a similar technique to when he quit drinking years before.
Please remember to grab all your personal items, belongings, and especially children.
What helped me maintain sobriety, find a new passion, a new joy, and maintain that, and that was the world of comedy, stand-up comedy, improv comedy. So this is an outlet stemming from all of that.
If you ride the Line 2 subway regularly, you might just catch an Uncle Croffy announcement by surprise. But you have an even better chance Monday to Friday between Broadview and Ossington. For Crawford, the feedback has been incredible. The announcements are being shared online and viewed by thousands. Riders are praising Uncle Croffy, some even writing he should get a raise. And the thank yous are also reaching him in person.
Most recently, I received a note, and it was absolutely lovely. I don't know your name, but it was the best subway ride I ever had. There was this man in front of me who was crying. He smiled after you said those words.
What were those words? Do you know what they are?
You got this. Everything will be okay.
It's an experience filling him with an immense sense of gratitude.
It's amazing. It is a level of joy that it's a level of joy that I wasn't expecting, nor did I think possible.
Beth McDonnell, CTV News.
What a great attitude. That takes us to the end of our newscast. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.